This found you at the perfect moment, not because everything is clear, but because your heart is tired of pretending nothing is moving. Have you been feeling that life is silent, even while something inside you keeps whispering that a change is near? Stay with this feeling. Something beautiful is quietly arranging itself for you. There is a reason your heart stopped here. There is a reason these words reached you now, not yesterday, not long ago, not after everything became clear, but in this exact place where your spirit may be tired, quiet, and ready for something softer. You may have arrived here with many thoughts moving through your mind. You may have been asking for a sign, for comfort, for a small feeling that life has not forgotten you. And perhaps this is that gentle sign, not a loud sign, not a sign that shakes the world around you, a quiet one, the kind that touches the heart before the mind fully understands it. Let your body soften as you listen. There is nothing to force here, nothing to prove, nothing to become before you are allowed to receive peace. You can let your shoulders lower in their own time. You can let your face relax. You can let the part of you that has been holding the future so tightly begin to feel that it is not alone. You are not here by accident. Something in you was ready to hear a softer truth. Something in you was tired of fighting the same fear. Something in you wanted to remember that life can still be kind, even when the path has felt unclear. My dear, maybe you have been carrying more than anyone can see. Maybe you have been smiling while your heart was asking quiet questions inside. Maybe you have been moving through each day while a deeper part of you wondered when the pressure would finally lift. You may not always say it out loud, but there are moments when the soul feels heavy, Mom. When the mind keeps reaching for answers that do not come. Moments when you do your best to stay strong, but inside you want to be held by something bigger than your own effort. And this is where the message begins. You do not have to carry the whole path in your mind. You do not have to understand every delay. You do not have to know why something left, why something changed, why something has not arrived, or why your heart has been asked to wait. There are parts of life that move quietly. There are answers that are being formed before they can be spoken. There are blessings that do not arrive with noise. They come gently. They come through peace. They come through a small opening in the heart that says, I am ready to trust again, even if only a little. There is a sacred kind of timing that does not rush. It does not shout for your attention. It does not always look like proof at first. Sometimes it feels like a sudden calm after many restless thoughts. Sometimes it feels like a sentence that lands in the heart. Sometimes it feels like the body taking a softer breath without being told. Sometimes it feels like a quiet knowing that you cannot explain, but you can feel. That feeling matters. That small softening matters. It may be the beginning of something beautiful, moving underneath the surface of your life. You may have thought that nothing was happening because nothing looked different. the same room, the same worries, the same questions, the same outer world. But the outer world is not always the first place change begins. Sometimes change begins in the hidden places. It begins in the way you stop blaming yourself. It begins in the way your heart grows tired of chasing what drains it. It begins in the way you become open to a gentler future. It begins in the way you stop calling yourself late and start allowing yourself to be guided. Let this message meet the part of you that has been waiting for comfort. Let it speak to the place inside you that has been asking, is anything good still coming for me? Let it answer without pressure. Yes, life can still surprise you. Yes, peace can still return. Yes, what is meant for your growth can find you in a quiet and loving way. You are not outside of life's care. You are not forgotten. You are not too far away from your good. You are in a moment of inner meeting where your heart is being prepared to receive with more calm than fear. I am open to peace in this moment. I allow good to find me gently. I am safe to soften inside my own life. You do not need to repeat these words with force. Let them move through you like warm light through a quiet room. Let them be simple. Let them be easy. Let them remind you that healing does not always feel dramatic. Sometimes healing feels like not needing to fight yourself anymore. Sometimes it feels like not rushing to fix every thought. Sometimes it feels like letting the heart be honest without making it wrong. Sometimes it feels like allowing your spirit to be tired and still loved. This message may be finding you at a time when you are between what was and what is next. That middle place can feel strange. It can feel like standing in a doorway, not fully inside the old life and not fully inside the new one. There may be a part of you that wants to go back because the old pain is familiar, even if it is heavy. And there may be another part of you that wants to move forward but does not yet know where the next step is. If that is where you are, be gentle with yourself. The doorway is not a failure. It is a crossing. It is a place where the soul learns to stop clinging to what cannot come with it. You are allowed to stand there with a soft heart. You are allowed to not know everything. You are allowed to feel hope and fear at the same time. You are allowed to want a sign and still learn to trust your inner peace. The spiritual path does not ask you to become cold or perfectly calm. It asks you to become honest. Honest enough to say, I am tired. Honest enough to say, I still believe there is good for me. Honest enough to say, I am ready for life to help me in a way I may not yet understand. Maybe this message found you because you have been too hard on yourself. Maybe it found you because your mind has been turning every silence into a warning. Maybe it found you because you needed to hear that what is quiet is not always empty. Some of the most beautiful changes begin quietly. A heart becomes willing again. A thought becomes kinder. A fear loses a little strength. A painful attachment begins to loosen. A new path starts forming before you know what to call it. Let the stillness around you become a little kinder. Notice the way the room holds you without asking anything from you. Notice the soft weight of your body being supported. Notice the light near you, the air around you, the simple fact that you are here, listening, breathing, receiving. These small things are not meaningless. They are part of the way life brings you back into the present. The present moment is where guidance can be felt, not in the old story, not in the feared future. Here, where your body is. Here, where your breath is. Here, where your heart can begin again. My dear, you do not need to search for worthiness before you receive comfort. You do not need to be healed fully before life can bless you. You do not need to feel strong every day for the universe to love you. There is love for the uncertain version of you. There is support for the tired version of you. There is guidance for the version of you that does not know what comes next. Life is not waiting for you to become perfect. It is meeting you as you are, and it is inviting you to stop treating yourself like a problem. Let that truth settle slowly. You are not a problem to be solved. You are a soul being guided. You are a heart learning to trust again. You are a person who has walked through things that changed you, and still something gentle inside you remains. That gentle part is sacred. That is the part of you that still notices beauty. That is the part of you that still hopes. That is the part of you that still listens when a message arrives at the right time. There may be a reason you felt drawn here today. It may not be something your mind can explain. It may not come with a clear answer right away. But deep inside, your spirit may know that it is time to stop living as if only struggle is real. It is time to stop expecting disappointment before life has even spoken. It is time to stop treating delay like rejection. It is time to stop believing that silence means nothing is moving. Silence can be holy. Silence can be full. Silence can be the place where life is putting together what your eyes are not ready to see. I trust the quiet movement of life. I welcome peace into my heart. I allow this moment to be enough for now. You may feel a small shift as you listen. It does not have to be big. It may be a soft release in the chest, a little less tightness in the hands, a feeling that you do not need to keep pushing so hard. A gentle thought that says, maybe I am not alone in this. That is enough. The soul often begins with a small yes, not a loud yes, not a perfect yes, a quiet yes, a simple yes to peace, a simple yes to being supported, a simple yes to the idea that life may be working in ways you cannot yet name. And if part of you still doubts, let that part be loved too. You do not need to push doubt away to receive comfort. Doubt is often a tired part of the heart asking for safety. Speak to it gently. Let it know that it does not need to take over the whole inner world. Let it know that peace can sit beside uncertainty. Let it know that good can still be moving even while the mind is unsure. The worried part of you may ask, "What if I am wrong to hope again?" The deeper part of you can answer, "Hope does not make me weak. Hope helps me stay open to life." The fearful part may ask, "What if nothing changes?" The wiser part can answer, "I am changing as I soften, and that is where new life begins." The lonely part may ask, "What if I have been forgotten?" The soul can answer, "I am here now, and life is still speaking to me." This is not about pretending everything is easy. It is about letting your heart receive a softer meaning. It is about allowing this moment to be more than another stop along the road of worry. It is about seeing that your spirit may have been led here because it was ready for a new inner message. You do not need to be afraid of what you cannot see. Something loving can still be moving. Something wise can still be guiding. Something beautiful can still be on its way. There are changes that begin long before the eyes can notice them. There are answers that start forming in silence. There are new paths that are shaped slowly, gently, and hidden from view while the mind keeps asking, "Why is nothing happening?" The mind often looks for proof too early. It wants the door open, the message sent, the result clear, the sign easy to understand. But life does not always reveal the whole blessing while it is still being prepared. My dear, this is where trust becomes soft and real. Not the kind of trust that pretends there is no fear. Not the kind of trust that forces a smile over pain. The kind of trust that says, even if I cannot see the movement yet, I am willing to believe that life is not standing still. Something can be forming in the unseen. Something can be healing in the hidden places. Something can be moving toward me while I am learning how to become calm enough to receive it. Think of the deepest parts of growth. They do not always happen in public. They do not always look beautiful at first. The roots grow where no one is watching. The inner strength forms in places the world cannot praise. The heart changes quietly before the life changes openly. That is why you must not judge your whole path by what you can see today. Today may look still, but stillness is not always emptiness. Sometimes stillness is preparation. Sometimes stillness is protection. Sometimes stillness is the space needed before something new can rise. You may have been asking, why is it taking so long? Why did I feel something was coming, yet the outside world still looks the same? Why do I sense a change inside, but the answer has not arrived? These questions are human. They do not make you unspiritual. They do not mean you have failed to trust. They simply mean your heart wants relief. Your heart wants to know that the waiting has meaning. Your heart wants to know that all this inner work is not disappearing into nothing. Let this be a gentle answer. Nothing loving is wasted. Every time you choose peace instead of panic, something changes. Every time you stop speaking to yourself with blame, something opens. Every time you release a thought that used to trap you, space is created. Every time you return to your own heart with kindness, you become more ready for the good that belongs to your next season. The movement may be quiet, but it is real inside you. You may not notice it at first because inner change feels normal after a while. You may not see how much stronger you have become. You may not realize that certain things no longer control you the way they used to. You may not notice that you are becoming less willing to chase what hurts you. You may not see that your spirit is beginning to choose peace more often than fear. But life sees it. Your energy feels it. Your future is shaped by it. I am growing in ways I cannot always see. I honor the quiet work within me. I trust the good that is forming with love. Let those words rest softly in you. You do not need to make them dramatic. You do not need to repeat them again and again. Allow them to touch the place where impatience has been living. Impatience often comes from fear. It says, if it is not here yet, maybe it will never come. But wisdom speaks with a different voice. Wisdom says, not every delay is a denial. Not every silence is rejection. Not every slow season means you are lost. There are moments when life is not keeping something from you. It is preparing you for what would have overwhelmed the old version of you. A blessing can arrive too early for the heart to hold it well. A new relationship, a new path, a new chance, a new level of peace can come. But if the inner world is still full of fear, the person may not know how to receive it. So life, in its quiet care, may work inside first. It may teach you to stop shrinking. It may teach you to stop begging for what should be given with love. It may teach you to stop ignoring your own needs. It may teach you to let peace become familiar before the outer answer arrives. This kind of preparation can feel slow, but it is sacred. It is not punishment. It is not proof that you are behind. It is a soft shaping. It is life helping you become steady enough to walk through the next door without leaving yourself behind. Sometimes the waiting place is not empty. It is full of lessons you could not learn while running. It is full of quiet healing you could not receive while chasing. It is full of hidden strength that grows only when the soul stops depending on outside proof. My dear, if you have been in a quiet season, do not call it failure too quickly. Maybe your spirit is being strengthened. Maybe your heart is being cleared. Maybe your mind is learning a calmer way to believe. Maybe the life that is coming requires a version of you who no longer lives in constant fear of losing it. Maybe you are not waiting because life is far away. Maybe you are waiting because something inside you is being made ready to meet it with peace. The mind may want to rush this. It may say, I should already be there. I should already have the answer. I should already feel better. But the soul does not heal by force. It opens through safety. It opens through kindness. It opens when you stop demanding that every part of you change at once. If your heart still needs time, bless that time. If your body still feels tired, let it be tired without shame. If your hope is small, protect it gently. Small hope is still hope. There is a beautiful shift that happens when you stop measuring life only by visible results. You begin to notice the hidden gifts, the calmer reaction, the clearer boundary, the softer self-talk, the stronger inner voice, the way you no longer want certain things that once pulled you out of yourself, the way you can feel when something is not right for your spirit, the way you are learning to wait without abandoning your own peace. These are signs of movement. These are signs of growth. These are signs that something has been changing all along. Let the room around you feel steady. Let the simple sounds near you remind you that life is still present. Let your body be supported where it is. Let the heart stop asking the future to prove everything before it is allowed to rest. You can rest before the proof. You can soften before the answer. You can allow peace before the result appears. I do not need to see everything today. I am being guided in quiet ways. My life is moving with care. There is a reason this teaching matters. If you only believe in movement when the world gives you evidence, you will feel powerless during every quiet season. You will think nothing is happening each time life becomes still. You will mistake preparation for abandonment. You will mistake silence for loss. But when you learn to trust quiet movement, your inner world becomes more stable. You stop being shaken by every delay. You stop needing constant proof that good is still possible. You begin to feel held by something deeper than timing. This does not mean you never take action. It means your action can come from peace instead of fear. It means you do not have to force every door open just because one has not opened yet. It means you can listen more deeply. It means you can ask, what is life teaching me here? What part of me is being strengthened? What am I being asked to release before I receive? What kind of peace is trying to grow in me now? These questions do not push the heart. They guide it. They help you see the quiet season with more love. They help you stop fighting the place you are in. And when you stop fighting your current season, you become more able to receive what it is giving you. Even if it is not giving you the answer yet, it may be giving you patience. It may be giving you clarity. It may be giving you self-respect. It may be giving you the courage to stop choosing what keeps your spirit small. My dear, something beautiful can move through a season that looks ordinary. It can move through a day that feels slow. It can move through the moment when you feel unsure. It can move through a quiet decision no one else sees. It can move through the way you stop checking, stop chasing, stop blaming, and start returning to your own heart. Do not underestimate these quiet changes. They may be the very path that leads you into the outer change you have been hoping for. There are blessings that require space. If your life has been clearing, if certain things have felt heavy, if old patterns have been rising to the surface, it may not mean life is against you. It may mean there is no room left for what is false. It may mean your spirit is becoming too honest to stay attached to what drains it. It may mean the old ways are losing their power because something truer is preparing to take their place. Let this become comfort instead of fear. When old thoughts rise, they may be leaving. When old pain feels present, it may be asking to be loved out of your body. When old desires lose their pull, it may be because your heart is ready for something cleaner. When a path closes, it may be protecting the peace you have not fully understood yet. You are not being asked to see the whole plan. You are being invited to trust that the part you cannot see is not empty. The unseen can be full of movement, full of grace, full of quiet arrangement, full of small shifts that will make sense later. You may one day look back and understand that what felt slow was actually careful. What felt delayed was actually kind. What felt hidden was actually sacred. For now, let your heart be simple. Let your inner voice say, I am willing to believe that life is moving with love. Let that be enough for this moment. Not forced belief, not perfect faith, a gentle willingness, a small opening, a soft place where fear no longer gets to decide the whole meaning of your life. I am willing to trust the unseen good. I am willing to let life prepare me. I am willing to believe that I am not forgotten. This is how the quiet movement becomes easier to feel. Not by pushing the mind into certainty, but by giving the heart a safer place to rest. You begin to understand that some things are growing in silence because they are too important to be rushed. You begin to sense that the answer may not be absent, only still forming. You begin to feel that your life is not stuck in the way fear says it is. Something is moving, something is changing, something is softening inside you, and that softening is part of the path. There comes a time when the heart must stop searching so hard for a sign and begin listening for peace. Not because signs are wrong, not because guidance cannot come through small outer moments, but because a tired mind can turn even the search for a sign into another form of fear. It can check, compare, question, and reach until the whole body feels tight. It can ask life to prove itself again and again, while the peace that is already near goes unnoticed. My dear, if you have been looking for a clear sign, be gentle with yourself. The desire for a sign often comes from a tender place. You want to know that you are safe. You want to know that you are making the right choice. You want to know that what you feel inside has meaning. You want to know that life is not silent toward you. This longing is human. It is not something to judge. But there is a softer way to receive guidance than forcing the world to answer your fear. When the mind becomes desperate for proof, everything can start to feel confusing. A delay becomes a warning. A quiet day becomes rejection. A small change becomes something to overthink. A message, a number, a memory, a dream, a feeling in the body, all of it can become heavy when the heart is not at peace. The mind begins to ask, what does this mean? What does that mean? What if this is a sign? What if I missed the sign? What if the sign never comes? And soon the search itself becomes tiring. But true guidance does not need to make you frantic. True guidance can meet you in calm. It can come as a gentle knowing. It can come as a quiet pull away from what drains you. It can come as a simple desire to rest, to forgive yourself, to stop chasing, to speak honestly, to wait without fear, or to move forward without forcing. Guidance is not always a dramatic answer. Sometimes guidance feels like your body no longer wanting to live in panic. Let your mind receive this slowly. The sign you are asking for may not be outside you first. It may begin as peace within you. It may begin as the moment your chest softens when you stop fighting life. It may begin as the moment you no longer feel the need to convince someone of your worth. It may begin as the quiet strength to release what keeps hurting you. It may begin as the gentle thought, I do not have to chase what is truly aligned with my spirit. I return to peace before I seek proof. I allow guidance to feel calm. I trust what brings my heart back to itself. There is a difference between fear and inner knowing. Fear feels tight. Fear rushes. Fear demands that everything be decided at once. Fear speaks in danger, pressure, and loss. Inner knowing feels different. Even when it asks you to do something brave, it carries a quiet steadiness. It does not attack you. It does not shame you. It does not make you feel small. It may be firm, but it is not cruel. It may guide you out of something familiar, but it does not strip you of your peace. The worried part of you may say, if I stop searching, I will miss what is meant for me. But the wiser part knows that what is meant for your growth does not require you to live in constant alarm. The worried part may say, I need proof now, or I cannot relax. The deeper part answers, I can become calm first, and from calm, I will see more clearly. The worried part may say, what if life forgets me if I stop pushing? The soul answers, I do not need to chase divine care. I am already within it. Let this be a new way of listening. Instead of asking only, what sign can I find? Begin asking, what brings me back to peace? What makes my body feel honest? What choice leaves me with more self-respect? What thought feels kind and true, not forced and fearful? What path allows my heart to breathe? These questions help you hear guidance in a cleaner way. They bring you out of panic and into inner truth. You may notice that the mind wants to argue. It may say, peace is not enough. It may say, you need proof, certainty, and control before you can trust. But peace is not weak. Peace is a kind of wisdom. Peace shows you where your energy is safe. Peace helps you notice what fear cannot see. Peace makes the inner room clear enough for guidance to enter without being twisted by worry. Imagine a window covered with mist. When the mind is afraid, it keeps rubbing the glass too hard, trying to see everything outside. But the more it struggles, the more restless it becomes. Peace is different. Peace lets the mist clear in its own time. It waits with softness. It does not demand that the whole view appear at once. And slowly, what was hidden becomes easier to see, not because it was forced, but because use the air became still enough. This is what happens inside you. When your heart is full of pressure, guidance can feel far away. But when you allow yourself to become still in a natural way, the next truth becomes more visible. It may not be the whole map. It may be only a simple knowing. Rest. Wait. Speak. Release. Begin. Stop. Choose yourself. Be patient. Let love be easy. Let what leaves leave. Let what comes come with peace. My dear, do not reject the simple guidance because you were expecting something bigger. Many people miss the soft truth because they are waiting for a loud answer. But life often speaks in ways that protect your peace. A calm thought may be guidance. A clear no may be guidance. A feeling of relief may be guidance. A quiet desire to take better care of yourself may be guidance. The return of hope may be guidance. The loss of interest in what used to hurt you may be guidance. The sign may be that you are no longer willing to abandon yourself. The sign may be that you are tired of living from fear. The sign may be that your heart is beginning to want peace more than drama. The sign may be that you are finally ready to receive without gripping. The sign may be that these words are touching something in you that already knew the truth. I listen for the peace beneath the noise. I honor the calm truth within me. I am guided without needing to force life. Let your body hear that. You are guided without needing to force life. You do not have to squeeze meaning out of every moment. You do not have to turn every silence into a test. You do not have to keep asking the same question until your mind becomes tired. There is a time to ask, and there is a time to rest. There is a time to look outward, and there is a time to return inward. There is a time to seek, and there is a time to let peace answer in its own language. This does not mean you ignore what happens around you. It means you stop handing your power to every outer change. You can notice life without becoming controlled by every detail. You can be open to signs without becoming dependent on them. You can appreciate guidance without chasing it from a place of fear. This is a softer spiritual strength. It is the strength of a person who knows that the universe can speak, but also knows that the heart must be calm enough to hear. Maybe you have been asking for a sign about a relationship, a decision, a dream, a healing, a move, a new beginning, or a door that has not opened yet. Maybe you have been trying to understand whether to hold on or release, whether to wait or move, whether to speak or stay quiet, whether to trust the feeling or protect yourself. These are tender places. They deserve compassion. Do not rush the heart through them. Let peace become your guide, not panic. If something is truly for your peace, it will not require you to hate yourself in order to keep it. If something is truly aligned, it will not make you live in constant fear of losing yourself. If something is meant to grow with you, it will not need you to shrink every day. These are not harsh rules. They are loving truths. They help you understand the difference between attachment and guidance. Attachment often feels like a tight hand. It says, I must have this or I will not be okay. Guidance feels more open. It says, I can love this, want this, hope for this, and still belong to myself. Attachment drains the spirit because it asks one outcome to become the whole source of safety. Guidance returns safety to the heart. It reminds you that your peace does not come from controlling every person, every answer, or every timing. Your peace comes from staying connected to the love within you while life unfolds. My dear, this is why the sign cannot be more important than your inner state. A sign may comfort you for a moment, but peace changes how you live. A sign may give you hope for a day, but inner trust helps you move through the unknown with more grace. A sign may point toward something, but peace helps you recognize whether the path is truly right for your spirit. Let the search become softer. Let the heart stop running. Let the mind no longer demand proof from every corner of life. You are allowed to receive signs, but you are also allowed to rest without them. You are allowed to say, I do not know yet, and still feel held. You are allowed to say, I am open, but I will not harm my peace to force an answer. I do not chase what is meant to meet me. I do not fear what is still unclear. I let peace show me the way. There is a deep freedom in this. When you stop forcing the sign, you begin to notice what has been true inside all along. You begin to see where your energy feels light and where it feels heavy. You begin to notice which thoughts bring you back to love and which ones pull you into fear. You begin to feel the difference between a desire that expands you and a fear that traps you. This inner honesty becomes a living sign. It becomes a quiet compass. And perhaps this is the beautiful movement happening now. Not only something outside you shifting, but something inside you becoming clear enough to receive what comes next. Your heart is learning not to beg life for proof before it can rest. Your spirit is learning that silence does not always mean absence. Your mind is learning that peace can be trusted. Your body is learning that it does not need to tighten around every unknown. Let this teaching stay with you as the next part of the path opens. When the mind wants to search too hard, return to what feels calm and true. When the heart wants proof, give it kindness first. When fear says nothing is happening, remember that peace itself may be the sign that something sacred has already begun inside you. What is meant for your peace does not need your panic to find you. What belongs to your next season does not require you to live with a tight chest, a restless mind, or a heart that is trying to protect itself from disappointment. You can care deeply and still be calm. You can want something with your whole heart and still let your body feel safe. You can take action, make choices, speak honestly, and move forward without turning your whole inner world into a storm. Sometimes the mind believes panic is proof of love. It says, if I worry enough, I will be prepared. If I think about every possible problem, I will be safe. If I hold on tightly, I will not lose what matters. But panic does not always protect you. Sometimes panic only keeps your spirit trapped in a future that has not happened. It makes the body live through fears that may never come. It makes the heart feel alone even while life is still trying to guide it. My dear, you do not have to call your fear wisdom. You do not have to call your tension responsibility. You do not have to call your overthinking preparation. There is a calmer intelligence inside you. There is a softer strength that knows how to move without rushing. It does not scream. It does not scare you. It does not make you feel like everything will fall apart if you are not controlling every detail. It simply says, be still enough to hear the next honest step. The part of you that panics is not bad. It is tired. It learned to watch closely because something once hurt. It learned to expect disappointment because life did not always feel safe. It learned to prepare for loss because your heart has known what it feels like to hope and not receive what it hoped for. So do not shame the part of you that worries. Hold it with kindness. Let it know that the old way of surviving does not have to become the way you live forever. There is a bridge between fear and peace. You do not have to leap across it. You do not have to become perfectly calm before you are allowed to move. You cross it by choosing a softer thought when the old one becomes too heavy. You cross it by letting your body slow down before you answer, before you decide, before you believe the worst. You cross it by asking, what would I choose if I trusted that life was not against me? That question can change the whole feeling of a moment. Fear asks, what if I lose this? Peace asks, what if I am being guided toward what fits me better? Fear asks, what if the delay means no? Peace asks, what if the delay is giving me room to become ready? Fear asks, what if I am running out of time? Peace asks, what if my life has its own sacred rhythm? You are allowed to move with sacred rhythm. You are allowed to stop forcing your heart to run ahead of your body. You are allowed to stop making every quiet season into a warning. Life can still reach you when you are calm. Good can still find you when you are not chasing. Love can still grow when you are not begging. A door can still open when you are not standing in front of it in fear, trying to break it down with your thoughts. I can be calm and still be guided. I can care and still feel safe. I allow life to reach me without fear leading the way. Let those words meet the part of you that has been living in hurry. Maybe you have felt that if you stop worrying, things will stop moving. Maybe you have felt that if you stop checking, stop reaching, stop trying to control every answer, then life will forget about you. But worry is not what keeps your blessings alive. Panic is not what keeps your path open. Your worth is not held together by anxiety. Your future is not protected by pain. There is a peaceful way to participate in your own life. It is not passive. It is not careless. It is not giving up. It is action that comes from a clean place. It is sending the message without needing to control the reply. It is doing the work without attacking yourself. It is making the choice that honors your spirit, even when the mind wants to choose from fear. It is showing up for what matters, while still remembering that you are human and you deserve gentleness. My dear, some of the strongest choices you will ever make will not come from panic. They will come from quiet self-respect. They will come from the moment you say, I will not abandon myself to keep something uncertain. They will come from the moment you realize that peace is not laziness. Peace is power returned to the heart. Peace is the body no longer being used as a home for every fear. Peace is the soul saying, I can move, but I do not have to run. Notice how different that feels. To move without running, to care without clinging, to hope without making one outcome your whole source of safety. This is the kind of energy that changes your life from the inside. You stop making choices only to avoid fear. You begin making choices that are true. You stop begging for signs from places that keep you confused. You begin listening to the simple wisdom inside your own chest. You stop treating every delay like danger. You begin to understand that some things arrive more beautifully when you are not trying to drag them into place. The bridge is under your feet now. It is the bridge from rushing to allowing, from panic to presence, from fear-led action to soul-led action. As you cross it, you may still feel old thoughts rising. That is okay. Let them rise without giving them the steering wheel. A thought can pass through you without becoming your truth. A fear can speak without becoming your guide. A memory can return without becoming your future. The old mind may say, hurry, or you will lose everything. The deeper self says, what is truly meant for my peace will not require me to live in terror. The old mind may say, fix it now, prove it now, know it now. The deeper self says, the next right step will become clear when I stop drowning it in fear. The old mind may say, you must hold on tighter. The deeper self says, what is real can meet me without me losing myself. Let this become a new inner agreement. You will not use panic as proof that you care. You will not use fear as a way to feel in control. You will not punish your body for not knowing the future. You will let life show you the next step in a calmer way. You will give yourself room to breathe, room to think, room to feel, room to be guided. You do not have to decide everything while your heart is shaking. You do not have to answer from fear. You do not have to explain your whole soul to people who are not listening with love. You do not have to chase what keeps moving away from your peace. You do not have to make yourself smaller to keep something that was never giving you safety. I choose peace before pressure. I choose truth before panic. I let my next step come from love. There is a deep comfort in knowing that life is not asking you to force what is already meant to grow. If something belongs to your path, there will be a way for it to meet you. It may not meet you in the way the mind planned. It may not arrive through the person you expected, the timing you demanded, or the shape you imagined. But what is true for your life has a way of finding the open places. It has a way of reaching you through peace, through clarity, through a new chance, through a gentle ending, through a door you did not notice before. This is why panic is not needed. Panic narrows the inner vision. It makes the world feel smaller than it is. It makes you believe there is only one way, one person, one answer, one chance, one moment, one path. But life is wider than fear. Life has more ways than your worried mind can count. Life can move through delays, changes, closed doors, quiet seasons, and sudden turns. The path may bend, but that does not mean you are lost. My dear, you may be standing at a place where you want life to prove everything now. You may feel that if you do not receive the answer soon, your heart will not know how to keep trusting. But you are stronger than the fear says. Not because you never hurt, not because you never doubt. You are stronger because even now you are willing to listen to peace. Even now you are open to being guided in a kinder way. Even now, something in you knows that panic is not your home. Let the jaw soften. Let the hands become less tight. Let the heart understand that it does not need to hold life by force. You can release the feeling that everything depends on your fear. You can allow a quiet confidence to begin. Not loud, not proud, not forced. A soft confidence that says, I can meet what comes. I can receive what is for me. I can release what is not. I can be guided without living in panic. This is how you become available to what is beautiful, not by controlling every moment, but by becoming peaceful enough to recognize what is truly good for you, not by forcing every sign, but by listening to the calm truth inside, not by chasing every door, but by walking with dignity toward what opens with love. What is meant for you does not need panic to reach you. It can find you in your calm. It can meet you in your honesty. It can arrive when your heart is no longer at war with the unknown. You do not have to prove you deserve the good that is coming. You do not have to suffer a little more before life is allowed to be kind. You do not have to become perfect, fully healed, always strong, always peaceful, always giving, always patient, always bright, before blessings can touch your life. You are worthy of gentleness now, in the middle of your becoming, in the middle of your questions, in the middle of your soft and unfinished healing. This may be the part of the message your heart needed most, because many people do not fear that good is impossible. They fear that good is possible for others, but not for them. They believe love can come, but maybe they are too difficult. They believe peace can come, but maybe they have made too many mistakes. They believe abundance can come, but maybe they missed their chance. They believe a new beginning can come, but maybe they are not ready enough, not pure enough, not strong enough, not worthy enough. My dear, that is an old wound speaking. It is not the truth of your soul. Worth is not something you earn by being exhausted. Worth is not something you receive after you have punished yourself enough. Worth is not a prize handed only to those who never break, never doubt, never cry, never fall, never need help. Your worth was not created by other people's approval, and it cannot be destroyed by their absence. It is deeper than performance. It is deeper than success. It is deeper than the story your mind tells when you feel low. You are worthy because you are life. You are worthy because your heart matters. You are worthy because the love within you is real, even when it has been covered by fear. You are worthy because you are here, growing, learning, trying, softening, rising in ways that may not always be seen. You are worthy in the quiet room. You are worthy before the answer comes. You are worthy before the change is visible. You are worthy before anyone else understands what you have survived. Let your heart receive this without arguing. The mind may want to list all the reasons you should not receive. It may bring up the past. It may bring up the old choices. It may bring up the moments when you did not know better. It may bring up the times you stayed too long, loved too hard, trusted too quickly, gave too much, or doubted yourself for too many years. Let the mind speak, but do not let it become judge and ruler over your spirit. You were learning. You were surviving. You were trying to find love, safety, meaning, and peace with the understanding you had at the time. You may now see things differently because you have grown. That does not make the old version of you wrong. It means the light within you has become clearer. It means you are able to choose with more love now. It means you can bless your past without letting it decide your future. I am worthy while I am healing. I am worthy before everything is perfect. I allow life to be kind to me now. The good that is coming does not need you to hate who you have been. It needs you to become open to who you are becoming. It needs space in your heart. It needs your willingness to receive without guilt. Sometimes receiving feels harder than giving because giving can feel safe. Giving lets you stay useful. Giving lets you feel needed. Giving lets you avoid the tender place of allowing yourself to be cared for. But receiving asks a different kind of courage. It asks you to believe that you can be loved without earning every drop of it. My dear, you are allowed to receive. You are allowed to be supported. You are allowed to be chosen by peace. You are allowed to have help arrive in ways you did not plan. You are allowed to have a calm day without feeling guilty. You are allowed to be blessed without needing to explain why you deserve it. Life is not asking you to create a perfect case for your worth. Life is inviting you to stop closing the door on your own good. Imagine your heart as a cup that has been used to pouring out, pouring out, pouring out, giving patience, giving energy, giving love, giving forgiveness, giving understanding, giving chances, giving strength even when it was tired. After a while, the cup begins to forget it was also made to be filled. It starts to think its purpose is only to empty itself for others. But that is not love. True love does not ask you to stay empty. True life does not ask you to disappear in order to be good. Your cup can be filled again with rest, with kindness, with simple peace, with honest support, with the beauty of being allowed to need what you need, with the quiet joy of no longer proving your right to exist, with the deep relief of knowing that you do not have to earn every soft moment through pain. Let your hands feel open in a natural way. Let the body understand that receiving is safe. Let the heart stop confusing goodness with danger. If life has disappointed you before, it makes sense that part of you may be careful. Do not force that part to open too quickly. Love it open. Let it learn slowly that not everything good leaves. Not every peaceful thing is a trick. Not every blessing must be followed by loss. Some good can come and stay. Some love can be steady. Some peace can become familiar. This is part of what is quietly moving in your life. A new ability to receive without fear. A new softness toward yourself. A new understanding that you do not have to keep living as if you are always on trial. You do not need to prove your kindness by accepting what hurts you. You do not need to prove your loyalty by abandoning your own peace. You do not need to prove your strength by never resting. You do not need to prove your faith by pretending you are never afraid. The soul grows best in truth, and the truth is you are human. You have needs. You have feelings. You have limits. You have dreams that matter. You have wounds that deserve care. You have a heart that does not need to be shamed into becoming better. It needs to be loved into safety. I no longer earn love through exhaustion. I no longer measure my worth by struggle. I welcome the good that meets me gently. There is a quiet freedom in letting yourself be worthy before the world agrees. When you stop waiting for outside proof, your energy changes. You no longer enter every room asking, "Am I enough?" You no longer make every silence a statement about your value. You no longer chase people, places, or results that make you feel small. You begin to move as someone who belongs to their own life, not with arrogance, with peace, with a calm knowing that your heart is not a burden, your needs are not wrong, your hope is not foolish, Your healing is not too slow. My dear, life may be bringing something good toward you, but it may also be teaching you how to stop pushing it away. Not with your words, but with the hidden belief that says, I am not ready, I am not worthy, I will lose it, I do not know how to hold it, it is too good for me. These beliefs can sit quietly in the heart. They can make a person long for love while fearing closeness, long for peace while staying attached to chaos, long for abundance while feeling guilty for receiving, long for a new beginning while still identifying with the old pain. Let those beliefs soften now. You do not have to fight them. You do not have to blame yourself for having them. You can simply notice them and say, this was fear, but it is not my future. This was protection, but I am ready for a kinder way. This was an old story, but I can choose a new relationship with life. You are not here to repeat the same inner sentence forever. You are not here to keep calling yourself unworthy just because someone once failed to see your value. You are not here to keep shrinking so that others feel comfortable. You are not here to spend your whole life proving that you deserve a place at the table of your own peace. You are here to remember, to return, to receive, to let the love within you become stronger than the fear that once covered it. There may be a soft ache in hearing this. Sometimes truth touches the places that have been waiting for it. If you feel emotion rising, let it be gentle. Let it move like warmth through the chest, like a quiet loosening in the throat, like the body realizing it does not have to keep defending itself against love. Nothing needs to be forced. Nothing needs to be explained. Your heart knows what it hears. The good that is coming may not look exactly like what you expected. It may come as a new kind of peace. It may come as the strength to stop choosing what wounds you. It may come as a person who honors your calm. It may come as an opportunity that feels clean. It may come as rest after a long season of tension. It may come as a new thought that changes the way you see yourself. It may come as a quiet morning where your mind does not attack you the way it once did. Receive all forms of good. Do not reject the small ones because you were waiting for the large ones. Small peace is still peace. Small healing is still healing. Small clarity is still guidance. A small return to self is still sacred. These are not weak signs. They are the way life often begins again. I receive peace without guilt. I receive love without fear. I receive this new season with an open heart. My dear, you are not too late to receive. You are not too broken to be blessed. You are not too complicated for life to guide. You are not too far from the path. Something within you is learning to stop blocking the softness that wants to enter. Something within you is beginning to believe that good does not have to be chased until your spirit is empty. Something within you is becoming ready to be met by life in a more loving way. Let that readiness grow. Let it be quiet. Let it be tender. Let it be real. You do not have to announce it to anyone. You do not have to make a great promise. You can simply begin treating yourself as someone who deserves care. Speak to yourself with less cruelty. Choose what feels honest. Rest when the body asks. Stop calling your needs too much. Stop making your past the reason you cannot receive. Stop waiting for perfection before you allow peace to touch you. What is coming for you in love will not need you to hate yourself first. What is coming for you in peace will not need you to live in panic to keep it. What is coming for your growth will meet the version of you that is learning to stand in worth, softly, steadily, without apology. You are allowed to be that version now, not later, not after everything is fixed. Now, as you are, with a heart that is still healing and a spirit that is still worthy of beautiful things. Sometimes before something beautiful can enter your life, something heavy begins to leave. It may not leave all at once. It may not leave in a way the mind can understand. It may rise to the surface as old feelings, old memories, old fears, old tiredness, or a deep need to be quiet. And because it feels uncomfortable, the mind may think something is wrong. But my dear, not every heavy feeling means you are falling apart. Sometimes it means the old weight is finally moving. You may have been carrying things for so long that they began to feel like part of you. The worry you wake up with, the guilt that follows you, the need to explain yourself, the fear of being left, the habit of expecting disappointment, the ache of old words that still live somewhere inside, the pressure to be strong even when your spirit is asking for rest. These things can become like a coat worn for too many seasons, heavy, familiar, and no longer fitting the person you are becoming. There comes a time when the soul quietly says, I cannot carry this in the same way anymore. At first that can feel like sadness. It can feel like tiredness. It can feel like confusion. It can feel like not wanting to return to old patterns, even if you do not yet know what comes next. But this is not always a bad sign. It may be the beginning of release. It may be your spirit refusing to keep holding what has already taught you what it came to teach. Let your body hear that gently. You are allowed to put down what has been too heavy. You are allowed to stop living as if the past must be carried into every new day. You are allowed to release the need to keep proving that you survived. You did survive. You are here. Your heart may still be tender, but it is still beating with a quiet desire for peace. That desire is sacred. I release what has been too heavy for my heart. I allow my spirit to become lighter. I welcome the peace that is ready to return. The old weight may include fear that once protected you. It may have helped you stay alert when life felt unsafe. It may have helped you notice danger. It may have helped you keep going. But what once protected you can later begin to limit you. A fear that was once a shield can become a wall. A belief that once helped you survive can begin to keep you away from love. A habit that once gave you control can begin to make peace feel impossible. So when the old weight begins to leave, do not be surprised if part of you feels unsure. The familiar can feel safe even when it hurts. A person may say they want peace, but the body may still be used to tension. A person may say they want love, but the heart may still be waiting for pain. A person may say they want change, but the mind may keep returning to old thoughts because they are known. This does not mean you are failing. It means healing is reaching deeper than words. My dear, be patient with the parts of you that are learning a new way to live. If your heart has been guarded for years, it may not open in a single moment. If your body has been used to stress, it may take time to trust calm. If your mind has been trained to expect loss, it may need gentle reminders that not every new thing is dangerous. You do not have to rush this release. You only have to stop feeding what you are ready to outgrow. You can begin by noticing what no longer feels true. Maybe the old need to chase no longer feels like love. Maybe the old habit of blaming yourself no longer feels honest. Maybe the old desire to be chosen by people who do not see you no longer feels worth the cost. Maybe the old fear of being alone is slowly being replaced by the peace of belonging to yourself. These are signs of weight leaving. These are signs that your spirit is becoming honest. There may be grief in this. Let it be there without fear. Sometimes we grieve even what hurt us because it was familiar. Sometimes we grieve old versions of ourselves because they worked so hard to survive. Sometimes we grieve the dreams we once attached to people, places, or paths that could not hold them. This grief does not mean you are going backward. It may mean your heart is making space for truth. It may mean you are no longer willing to live inside a story that keeps you small. Let the shoulders soften, as if they no longer need to carry every old name, every old mistake, every old fear. Let the back release the silent effort of always being prepared for pain. Let the chest open in its own time, not because you force it, but because it is beginning to trust that life can meet you differently now. I bless the version of me that carried so much. I release the weight with love. I step forward with a softer spirit. The old weight may also be the weight of what others expected from you. The role you played, the silence you kept, the peace you protected by swallowing your truth, the times you made yourself easy to love by hiding what you needed. These things become heavy because the soul was not created to live as a shadow of other people's comfort. The soul needs truth. It needs room. It needs the freedom to say, "This is who I am now, and I can no longer betray my heart to keep the old balance." My dear, if life has been making certain things feel impossible to continue, maybe that is part of the beautiful movement. Maybe your spirit is no longer able to stay where it once stayed. Maybe your heart is becoming too awake to accept what once felt normal. Maybe the old weight is leaving because your next season cannot be built on self-abandonment. This does not mean you must make sudden outer changes before you are ready. It means you can begin with inner honesty. You can admit what feels heavy. You can admit what drains you. You can admit what your body already knows. You can admit where peace has been missing. You can admit where you have been saying yes with your mouth while your spirit quietly said no. This honesty is not cruel. It is healing. It is the way the soul takes off what it can no longer wear. The release may come through tears. It may come through rest. It may come through a calm decision. It may come through silence where you once explained. It may come through forgiving yourself for not knowing sooner. It may come through a sudden feeling that you are done carrying a pain that never belonged to your future. However it comes, let it come gently. You do not need to turn healing into another task. You do not need to make release perfect. You only need to allow the heart to stop gripping what is already ready to go. There is a kind of tiredness that comes before freedom. It is the tiredness of the old way losing power. The tiredness of no longer being able to pretend. The tiredness of carrying a version of life that your spirit has outgrown. If you feel this, do not judge it too quickly. It may be the body asking for quiet. It may be the heart asking for space. It may be the soul clearing room for peace too. Hat is more honest than the comfort of old patterns. I no longer carry what dims my spirit. I make room for what feels true. I allow my heart to become light in a natural way. My dear, the old weight is not leaving because you hated it away. It is leaving because you are becoming safer inside yourself. You are learning that you do not have to keep every pain alive to prove it mattered. You do not have to keep every memory close to honor what you survived. You do not have to keep every fear active to protect your future. You can remember with wisdom and still live with freedom. This is a deep shift. It changes how you stand in your own life. You begin to stop carrying other people's moods as if they are your responsibility. You begin to stop holding guilt that was never yours to hold. You begin to stop treating your needs like problems. You begin to stop making your heart pay the price for old disappointment. You begin to feel that peace is not something far away. It is something that becomes possible when the weight is no longer blocking the door. Let your inner world become more spacious. Let the old tightness loosen in the places it has lived for too long. Let the heart know that it is safe to release without knowing exactly what will replace the weight. Space can feel strange at first. When you put down something heavy, the hands may feel empty. When an old fear leaves, the mind may look for something else to hold. When a familiar pain softens, the heart may wonder who it is without it. Be gentle there. Empty space is not loss. It is room. It is possibility. It is where new peace can begin to settle. You are not becoming less by releasing. You are becoming more yourself, more present, more honest, more open to the quiet good that has been trying to reach you. The old weight may have made you believe that struggle was your identity, but struggle was something you moved through. It was not the whole truth of you. Beneath it, there is still softness. Beneath it, there is still wisdom. Beneath it, there is still a light that did not leave, even when life felt heavy. Something beautiful is moving in the space the old weight is leaving behind. A calmer thought, a cleaner desire, a deeper self-respect, a quiet trust, a new kind of love that does not ask you to disappear, a form of peace that does not need everything to be perfect before it arrives. Let that movement continue. Let the heart make room. Let your spirit become lighter than it was before. I am not the weight I carried. I am the life that remains. I am becoming free in gentle ways. And as this old weight leaves, do not be surprised if you begin to feel different in simple moments. The room may feel quieter. Your body may ask for more rest. Your heart may stop wanting certain conversations. Your spirit may feel pulled toward peace instead of drama. You may notice that what once held your attention no longer feels powerful. This is not emptiness. This is return. This is your energy coming back from the places where it was tied to fear. Let it come back. Let your energy return from old pain, old guilt, old chasing, old shame, old waiting, old proving. Let it return to your chest, your hands, your voice, your choices, your own life. You do not need to keep sending your power backward. You do not need to keep paying attention to what cannot love you well. You do not need to keep wearing the heaviness of a season that is no longer your home. My dear, the old weight is leaving because your spirit is ready for something softer. You may not know the full shape of that softness yet, but you can feel the beginning. A quieter mind, a less guarded heart, a deeper respect for your own peace, a willingness to let life help you without forcing every answer. This is enough for now. Let the release continue in its own gentle way. As the old weight begins to leave your spirit, your inner guidance becomes easier to hear. It may not come as a loud voice. It may not arrive as a sudden answer that explains every part of your life. It may not feel dramatic. Most of the time, true guidance is quiet. It comes like a gentle knowing in the heart. It comes like a calm pull toward what feels honest. It comes like a soft feeling that says, this is not for you anymore, or this is where peace begins. My dear, your inner guidance has never been gone. It may have been covered by fear, pressure, worry, old pain, and the noise of trying to please everyone around you. It may have been hidden under the need to make the perfect choice. It may have been quiet beneath the mind that kept asking for proof. But now, as your heart becomes softer, you may begin to feel it again. You may notice that some things feel heavy before your mind can explain why. You may notice that some choices bring a clean feeling to your chest. You may notice that certain thoughts bring peace, while others pull you back into old fear. This is not something you have to force. Inner guidance grows clearer when you become kinder to yourself. It becomes clearer when you stop rushing your own heart. It becomes clearer when you stop asking fear to lead you. Fear speaks quickly. Fear makes everything feel urgent. Fear says, decide now, fix it now, hold on now, prove yourself now. But guidance does not need to scare you to be powerful. Guidance may be firm, but it is not cruel. It may ask you to change, but it does not shame you. It may lead you away from something familiar, but it does not strip you of your dignity. There is a soft difference between fear and guidance. Fear makes the body tight. Guidance makes the heart honest. Fear makes you feel small. Guidance brings you back to yourself. Fear tries to control every result. Guidance helps you take the next truthful step. Fear says you are alone if this does not work. Guidance says you are still held even if the path changes. Let your heart listen to this with ease. You do not need to become perfect at knowing. You do not need to understand every feeling right away. You only need to stop ignoring the peace inside you. When something keeps stealing your calm again and again, listen. When something makes you feel unseen, unsafe, or far away from yourself, listen. When something simple brings relief, listen. Life often guides through the body before the mind finds the words. I trust the quiet wisdom within me. I honor the peace that speaks softly. I can follow what feels true and kind. You may have spent a long time looking outside yourself for every answer. You may have asked others what they thought, what they would do, what they believed your path should be. There is nothing wrong with receiving support, but there is a point where too many outside voices can drown out the sacred voice inside you. The voice inside may not be the loudest, but it is the one that knows where your peace lives. My dear, the world can be loud. People can be sure about your life without carrying your heart. They may tell you to stay when your spirit is tired. They may tell you to leave when your heart knows it still needs time. They may tell you to chase, explain, prove, hurry, or accept less than you need. But your path cannot be built only from the opinions of others. You must learn to feel your own inner yes and your own inner no. Your inner yes may feel like space. It may feel like your chest opening a little. It may feel like a peaceful strength. It may feel like a clear step, even if the whole road is not visible. Your inner no may feel like heaviness. It may feel like a shrinking. It may feel like your body pulling back. It may feel like the same old wound being touched again. These signals are not here to frighten you. They are here to help you come home to yourself. There is a lantern inside your spirit. It does not need to light the whole world at once. It only needs to light the place where your foot can land next. This is how gentle guidance works. It does not always give the full map. It gives enough light for the next honest movement. It gives enough peace to stop choosing from panic. It gives enough truth to help you turn away from what keeps taking you out of yourself. The old mind may say, I need to know the whole future before I move. The deeper self says, I can follow the next clear piece. The old mind may say, what if I make the wrong choice? The soul says, even if I learn slowly, life can still guide me. The old mind may say, I cannot trust myself. The soul says, I am learning to hear myself again, and that is enough for today. Let this inner conversation become softer. You are not fighting yourself anymore. You are learning to lead yourself with love. The worried part of you does not need to be rejected. It needs comfort. The wise part of you does not need to shout. It only needs space. When fear and wisdom meet inside you, let wisdom hold the room. Let it speak in simple words. Let it remind you that you are allowed to choose peace without explaining it to everyone. I do not need every answer to be guided. I do not need outside approval to trust my heart. I allow my inner light to show me the next step. There may be a choice in your life right now that has been asking for your attention. A choice about love, work, healing, family, money, rest, forgiveness, or a new beginning. Maybe your mind has been turning around it for days. Maybe you have been trying to force clarity through overthinking. But clarity does not always come when the mind is pushing. Sometimes clarity comes when the body finally feels safe enough to tell the truth. Ask yourself gently, what brings me closer to peace? Not what looks perfect, not what pleases everyone, not what protects an old image of who I thought I had to be. What brings me closer to peace? What helps me stand in self-respect? What choice feels honest even if it feels new? What path allows my heart to breathe? You do not have to answer with pressure. Let the questions rest inside you. Let them move beneath the noise. Let them touch the deeper place that already knows more than fear admits. Sometimes the answer is not a sentence. Sometimes it is a feeling of relief. Sometimes it is a soft release. Sometimes it is a quiet refusal to keep betraying yourself. Sometimes it is the courage to wait. Sometimes it is the courage to begin. My dear, your guidance may also come through what no longer feels aligned. That is a holy kind of clarity. When old patterns lose their pull, do not rush to call it emptiness. It may be growth. When you no longer want to argue for your worth, that is guidance. When you no longer feel drawn to drama, that is guidance. When your spirit becomes tired of chasing, that is guidance. When peace becomes more attractive than being chosen by the wrong energy, that is guidance. The more you honor this guidance, the more clear it becomes. Every time you listen to the small truth, you strengthen trust with yourself. Every time you choose what feels honest, you teach your heart that it is safe to speak. Every time you turn toward peace instead of pressure, you create a new inner path. And little by little, you no longer need life to shout. You can hear the soft direction. You can feel the sacred pull. You can sense when something is for your growth and when something is only familiar pain wearing a new face. I hear the truth that lives beneath fear. I trust the peace that returns me to myself. I am guided with love, not pressure. There is no need to rush this. Inner guidance is a relationship. It grows as you grow. It becomes stronger when you treat yourself with patience. It becomes clearer when you stop making fear your only advisor. It becomes easier to feel when you give yourself quiet moments, honest moments, kind moments, simple moments where you are not trying to perform for anyone. You may begin to notice that your life feels different when you listen inwardly. You may stop saying yes so quickly. You may stop explaining so much. You may stop chasing answers from people who only make you more confused. You may begin to choose rest without guilt. You may begin to protect your energy without anger. You may begin to feel that your peace is not selfish. It is sacred. And this is part of the beautiful movement taking place. Your inner compass is waking up. Your heart is learning the sound of truth again. Your spirit is no longer satisfied with what only looks good from the outside, but feels painful within. You are becoming more honest, more steady, more able to feel the difference between what feeds your soul and what only feeds your fear. Let this be enough for now. You do not need to have the whole answer. You only need to know that your guidance is becoming clearer. You only need to trust that peace is not random. You only need to keep returning to the part of you that feels quiet, clean, and true. That part has been waiting for you. That part is not lost. That part knows the way back home. When your inner world becomes calmer, what you allow into your life begins to change. This is not about forcing the universe. This is not about pretending you never feel fear. This is not about trying to become perfect so good things can happen. It is much softer than that. It is the quiet alignment that happens when your thoughts, choices, words, and energy begin to move closer to peace. My dear, alignment is not a hard word. It simply means you are no longer living against yourself. It means you are not saying yes when your heart is aching to say no. It means you are not chasing what keeps you anxious. It means you are not calling confusion love. It means you are not ignoring your own spirit just to keep something in place. Alignment is the return of inner honesty. And when inner honesty grows, your outer life slowly begins to respond. You may notice that your desires begin to change. You may no longer want the same kind of attention. You may no longer feel pulled toward the same old patterns. You may find yourself craving peace more than drama, truth more than performance, depth more than noise, kindness more than approval. This is not loss. This is elevation of the heart. This is your spirit becoming clearer about what can stay and what can no longer enter your energy in the same way. What you attract is often connected to what you believe you must accept. When you believe you must fight for crumbs of love, you may keep choosing situations that make you hungry. When you believe you must prove your worth, you may keep finding people and paths that ask you to overgive. When you believe peace is too good for you, you may feel more comfortable in tension than calm. But when your inner world begins to heal, your choices begin to shift. You start recognizing what drains you sooner. You start honoring what feels safe. You start opening to what matches your growing self-respect. I align with peace. I welcome what honors my heart. I release what asks me to ache and on myself. This is a gentle form of attraction. It is not loud. It does not need to make big promises. It begins in the small moments. The moment you do not answer from panic. The moment you stop begging for clarity from someone who keeps giving confusion. The moment you choose the calm path instead of the familiar pain. The moment you speak to yourself with love instead of punishment. The moment you believe that you are allowed to receive good without being broken first. These moments change your energy. They change how you walk through the day. They change what you notice. They change what you accept. They change what you are available for. And when your availability changes, your life begins to take a different shape. Not always instantly, not always in a way the mind can control, but quietly, steadily, truthfully. Imagine your energy like a soft magnet. It does not need to chase every metal thing in the world. It simply becomes clear in its own nature. It draws what matches its field and stops clinging to what does not. In the same way, when you become more peaceful within, you stop running after what constantly pulls you out of peace. You stop calling every intense feeling a sign of destiny. You stop confusing fear with love. You stop mistaking chaos for passion. You begin to recognize the quiet beauty of what feels steady. My dear, this is where many people struggle. They are used to life feeling hard, so ease feels strange. They are used to longing, so receiving feels unfamiliar. They are used to proving, so being accepted feels almost uncomfortable. If this has been true for you, do not judge yourself. Your system may still be learning that peace is safe. Your heart may still be learning that love does not have to feel like fear. Your mind may still be learning that good things can arrive gently. Let the learning be kind. You do not have to rush into a new version of yourself. You can grow into it with patience. You can allow calm to become normal. You can allow healthy love to feel possible. You can allow better choices to feel natural. You can allow your spirit to stop reaching for what keeps it wounded. You can allow yourself to become a home for the kind of life you have been praying for. I am safe with peace. I am safe with good. I am safe with a life that does not require constant struggle. There is a deep shift when you stop trying to attract from emptiness and begin receiving from wholeness. When you feel empty, you may reach for anything that promises to fill the space. You may accept less because you fear nothing else will come. You may hold on to what hurts because the unknown feels bigger than the pain. But when you return to yourself, you do not need to grab at everything. You can choose. You can feel. You can wait for what matches your peace. This does not mean you close your heart. It means you stop leaving it unprotected. It does not mean you become hard. It means your softness is no longer without boundaries. It does not mean you reject life. It means you welcome life in a way that honors your spirit. There is a beautiful balance here. You can be open and wise, loving and clear, hopeful and grounded, gentle and strong. My dear, when you become aligned, your yes becomes cleaner, your no becomes kinder, your waiting becomes less painful because you are no longer waiting as someone who feels empty. You are waiting as someone who is returning home to themselves. And from that place, what comes into your life must meet a different version of you. A version that no longer abandons peace for attention. A version that no longer treats anxiety as proof of love. A version that no longer accepts what keeps the soul small. This is why quiet alignment is powerful. It changes the kind of doors you walk toward. It changes the kind of words you believe. It changes the kind of people you allow close. It changes how you speak to your own heart after a hard day. It changes what you call normal. It changes what you expect from life, not with demand, but with dignity. I choose what feels honest. I welcome what brings peace. I no longer chase what drains my spirit. You may begin to attract more peace because you are no longer feeding the old storms. You may begin to attract clearer people because you are becoming clearer with yourself. You may begin to attract better chances because you are finally willing to see yourself as worthy of them. You may begin to attract rest because you stop believing exhaustion makes you valuable. You may begin to attract love that feels calm because you stop calling emotional hunger your home. This is not magic in the empty sense. This is the natural movement of energy and choice. What you practice inside begins to shape what you notice outside. What you believe about yourself begins to shape what you accept. What you honor within begins to shape what can stay near you. When you honor peace, things that live only in chaos begin to lose access. When you honor truth, false comfort begins to feel less attractive. When you honor your worth, old patterns begin to weaken. There may be people, habits, or desires that no longer feel the same. Let that be okay. Growth sometimes feels like losing interest in what once controlled you. Healing sometimes feels like silence where there used to be craving. Alignment sometimes feels like a quiet no where there used to be a desperate yes. Do not be afraid of these changes. They may be signs that your spirit is becoming free. My dear, something beautiful is not only moving toward you, something beautiful is moving through you. A different way of choosing, a different way of receiving. a different way of knowing your own value, a different way of trusting the calm voice inside. This inner movement changes the field around you. It makes room for new people, new chances, new feelings, new peace. Let your life become less crowded with what is not meant for your spirit. Let your heart become less impressed by what only brings noise. Let your energy become more loyal to peace than to old excitement that leaves you empty. Let your desires become cleaner. Let your hope become steadier. Let your choices become kind to the person you are becoming. I am becoming available to better things. I am becoming loyal to my peace. I am becoming ready for what truly fits my heart. And as this quiet alignment grows, you may not need to announce anything. You may simply move differently. You may stop explaining what your spirit has already decided. You may stop chasing proof from places that only bring confusion. You may stop shrinking your needs to keep old connections alive. You may stop calling yourself difficult when you are only becoming honest. This is the shift. This is the gentle turning. This is life meeting you at the level of your new self-respect. The more you settle into peace, the more you recognize what belongs with peace. The more you love yourself in small, steady ways, the less you hunger for love that costs your soul. The more you trust your inner guidance, the less you need to force what is not opening. My dear, quiet alignment is changing what you attract because it is changing what you are willing to receive. And that is a sacred movement. You are not becoming someone else. You are becoming more truly yourself. The self who knows that calm is not boring. Peace is not empty. Softness is not weakness. Waiting is not rejection. Receiving is not selfish. Let this version of you rise slowly, naturally, with grace. Divine timing is not late. It may feel late to the mind that has been waiting for proof, waiting for change, waiting for relief, waiting for something to finally make sense. But there is a timing beneath the timing you can see. There is a rhythm beneath the calendar. There is a quiet wisdom moving through your life, even when the days feel slow and the answers feel hidden. My dear, waiting can touch a tender place. It can make the heart wonder if it has been forgotten. It can make the mind compare your path to someone else's path. It can make you ask why another person received what you wanted sooner, why a door opened for them, why their life seems to move while yours feels still. But comparison does not tell the full truth. You cannot see the full story of another soul. You cannot measure your sacred path against the surface of someone else's season. Your timing has its own wisdom. Your life has its own shape. Your healing has its own pace. Your blessings do not need to arrive on someone else's schedule to be real. What is meant to grow in your life will not become less beautiful because it took time. Some things become stronger through preparation. Some things become safer through delay. Some things become more aligned because they did not arrive when fear was still leading. This does not mean waiting is easy. It means waiting is not empty. It means the silence may be carrying more than your mind can understand. It means the space between what you prayed for and what has arrived may be shaping you in ways that matter. It may be teaching patience, but not the kind that suffers quietly and calls it faith. It may be teaching a living patience, the kind that still chooses peace, still honors the body, still grows, still listens, still remains open to good. I am not late. My path is not behind. Life is moving with quiet wisdom. Let those words meet the place inside you that has been measuring time with fear. Maybe you have been saying it should have happened by now. I should be further by now. I should understand by now. I should be healed by now. But who taught you that your soul had to follow a hard schedule? Who told you that your life was wrong because it did not unfold in a straight line? Who told you that delay means failure? My dear, some of the most meaningful changes do not move in straight lines. Healing circles back to touch what still needs love. Growth slows down to help you become steady. Love arrives differently than the mind planned. New beginnings sometimes need an ending to finish its quiet work before the next door can open. This is not punishment. It is movement with care. The pain of waiting often comes from thinking nothing is happening. But what if waiting is not the absence of movement? What if waiting is the space where unseen things are being placed in order? What if life is moving people, lessons, timing, choices, courage, clarity, and readiness in ways you cannot track? What if the outer delay is holding a deeper mercy? This does not ask you to pretend you never feel tired. You can be tired and still guided. You can be uncertain and still loved. You can have questions and still be on the path. Divine timing does not demand that you become emotionless. It invites you to stop turning every delay into a sentence against yourself. There is a sacred clock that the mind cannot control. It does not always match your plans. It does not always explain itself early. But there are moments when you look back and see that something did not arrive because you were not meant to carry it then. A path did not open because it was not safe. A connection faded because your spirit needed freedom. A dream changed shape because a wiser dream was forming underneath it. You may not see that today, but you can let the possibility soften you. I trust the timing I cannot see. I release the fear of being forgotten. I allow my life to unfold with love. My dear, when something has not arrived yet, the mind may begin to attack the self. It may say you did something wrong. You missed the sign. You failed to manifest. You are not worthy. You are not ready. But this is not the voice of love. This is the voice of fear trying to explain the unknown. You do not need to punish yourself for not being able to control the whole path. Instead, Let this season ask a kinder question. Hi. Can I become while I wait? Not to earn the blessing, but to meet myself more deeply. Can I become more peaceful, more honest, more loving toward my own body, more patient with my healing, more loyal to my truth, more open to a path that may look different but feel better than what I first imagined? Waiting can become painful when it is filled only with watching. Watching the phone, watching the time, watching other people, watching for proof, watching the door that has not opened. But waiting becomes sacred when it becomes living. When you care for yourself inside the waiting, when you bless the day you are in, when you stop placing your whole life on hold until one answer arrives, you are still allowed to live now. You are still allowed to feel beauty now. You are still allowed to laugh, rest, grow, create, heal, and receive small good things now. The future good does not require you to reject the present. In fact, the present is where your energy returns. The present is where peace can touch you. The present is where you begin to feel that life is already supporting you in quiet ways. My dear, let the night be the night. Let the day be the day. Let this season be this season. Do not force it to become another season before it has given you what it came to give. There may be wisdom here, there may be strength here, there may be a softness you were never able to feel when life was moving too fast. There may be a hidden gift in learning that you are still whole before the answer appears. I bless this season without needing to understand all of it. I receive the good that is present now. I trust that what is next will meet me in the right way. There is also a deep healing in releasing the fear that you missed your chance. My dear, what is truly for your life is not so fragile that one imperfect day can destroy it. You have not ruined your whole path because you were afraid. You have not lost all good because you needed time. You have not been removed from grace because you made choices while you were still learning. Life is more loving than that. The universe is not standing over you with a list of mistakes, waiting to take away your blessings. Life is always inviting you back into alignment, back into peace, back into truth, back into love. If one path closed, another can form. If one dream changed, a deeper one can rise. If one season ended, a new one can begin in a way you did not expect. Let that bring relief to the heart. You are not trapped by what did not happen. You are not cursed by timing. You are not outside the reach of good. Your life is still alive. Your path is still breathing. The next beautiful thing does not need the old plan to remain untouched. It can come through a new plan, a softer plan, a wiser plan, a plan that holds more of who you are now. The old mind may say it is too late. The soul says life still knows my name. The old mind may say I have waited too long. The soul says what is true is not destroyed by time. The old mind may say I cannot keep hoping. The soul says I can rest my hope in peace, not pressure. This is divine timing in its gentlest form. It does not shame you for being human. It does not ask you to wait with a tense heart. It teaches you to live while life arranges. It teaches you to rest while the unseen prepares. It teaches you to believe that quiet does not mean empty, and slow does not mean wrong. I am held in a timing wiser than fear. I am open to what arrives with peace. I let life bring what belongs to my path. My dear, something may be closer than you think, but not because you forced it closer, because you became softer, because you stopped fighting yourself, because you made room inside, because you began to release what could not come with you, because you started to trust that the unknown can still carry love. Do not let the waiting make your heart hard. Let it make your heart wise. Let it teach you the difference between forcing and allowing. Let it show you that your life is not a race against anyone else. Let it remind you that you can be deeply loved even before the next door opens. Let it help you become the person who can receive the next season without losing yourself inside it. Divine timing is not late. It is not careless. It is not blind to your tears. It is not ignoring the prayers you barely had words for. It is moving in the hidden places, in the softened places, in the quiet choices, in the inner changes that no one else may see. Trust the movement that does not need to be loud. Trust the wisdom that does not always explain itself early. Trust that your life is not behind. It is unfolding in a way your heart will understand more deeply with time. Something gentle is moving for you now, even if the outer world still looks the same. Let that thought sit softly in your heart. Do not force it. Do not try to prove it. Just allow the possibility that your life may be more supported than your fear has been able to see. Allow the possibility that this moment is not empty. Allow the possibility that the quiet is not the end of the story, but the beginning of a deeper arrangement. My dear, so much has been shifting inside you. You may not have noticed every change, but your spirit has been moving. You have been learning to stop forcing signs and start feeling peace. You have been learning that panic is not needed for what belongs to you. You have been learning that you are worthy before everything is fixed. You have been learning that old weight can leave without taking your whole identity with it. You have been learning that guidance can speak softly. You have been learning that alignment begins with honesty. You have been learning that divine timing is not late. These are not small things. These are sacred movements. They may not always be visible to others. They may not come with applause. They may not create sudden outer proof right away. But they change the way you stand inside your own life. They change the way you receive. They change the way you choose. They change the way you wait. They change the way you speak to your own heart when no one else is listening. And this is where the beautiful movement deepens. It is not only about what will arrive. It is about who you are becoming as you allow life to meet you differently. a calmer version of you, a more honest version of you, a softer but stronger version of you, a version that no longer calls fear wisdom, a version that no longer confuses struggle with worth, a version that can open the heart without handing it to everything that knocks. I am open to the good that is forming. I trust what moves in quiet ways. I allow life to meet me with love. Let the heart receive that gently. You do not need to know what the good will look like. Sometimes the good comes as a person. Sometimes it comes as an opportunity. Sometimes it comes as an ending that finally gives you peace. Sometimes it comes as a new thought. Sometimes it comes as courage. Sometimes it comes as rest. Sometimes it comes as the clear feeling that you are no longer willing to live in the old pain. Do not make the mistake of thinking that beauty must always arrive in the shape you first imagined. Life can bless you through a different door. Life can heal you through a different path. Life can answer you through something simple. A quiet decision, a peaceful morning, a new boundary, a feeling of relief, a return of hope, a moment where you realize that your heart is no longer reaching for what used to hurt. My dear, the beautiful thing moving in your life may begin as peace, and peace may not look exciting to the part of you that has been used to chaos. Peace may feel unfamiliar. It may feel too quiet. It may make you wonder if something is missing because your body has known stress for so long. But give peace time to become familiar. Give calm time to become normal. Give safety time to become believable. Not all beautiful things arrive with intensity. Some arrive like dawn, slowly lighting the room until you realize the darkness has already begun to lift. This is the dawn inside you. A softer light, a new way of seeing, a gentle return. The first light does not fight the night. It simply appears little by little until what was hidden becomes visible. In the same way, your next season may not need to fight your past. It may simply rise through your willingness to stop living there. Let this dawn touch the places in you that have felt forgotten. Let it touch the old sadness. Let it touch the fear of being too late. Let it touch the part of you that expected loss before love, confusion before clarity, disappointment before joy. Let it say, there is another way now. Let it say, you are allowed to believe in good without bracing for pain. Let it say, you are allowed to receive without running after what was never peaceful. I welcome the first light of a new season. I allow my heart to feel safe with good. I am ready for peace that stays. There is no need to rush the closing of one season or the opening of another. Life can move with gentleness. You can move with gentleness too. You can become a person who no longer tears themselves apart while waiting for answers. You can become a person who speaks inwardly with love. You can become a person who trusts the calm truth more than the loud fear. You can become a person who allows beauty to arrive without demanding that it explain every step first. My dear, you may still have questions. That is okay. Questions can exist inside peace. You may still feel tender. That is okay too. Tenderness does not mean you are weak. It means your heart is alive. You may still have moments when old fear returns. That is not failure. It is simply an invitation to return again, to soften again, to remember again that the old way is no longer the only way. The beautiful movement does not require you to become someone who never struggles. It only asks you to stop using struggle as proof that nothing good is happening. It asks you to look deeper, to notice the inner shifts, to honor the small healing, to bless the quiet clarity, to trust the ways life has already been helping you become more ready. Look how far your spirit has come. Even if you do not feel far along, something in you is listening differently now. Something in you is less willing to be cruel to yourself. Something in you wants peace more than the old noise. Something in you knows that forcing is not the same as faith. Something in you is becoming ready to receive with open hands and a calmer heart. I trust the changes I cannot yet explain. I bless the peace growing within me. I let the next good thing arrive in its own loving way. My dear, let this be the feeling you carry forward. You are not alone in the unknown. You are not standing outside of grace. You are not too late for what is meant to bless your life. You are not too wounded to receive peace. Something gentle is moving beneath the surface, and it does not need your fear to guide it. It does not need your panic to hurry it. It does not need your self-doubt to test it. It only asks for space, a little room in the heart, a little willingness to stop fighting every quiet moment, a little softness toward the life that is still unfolding. There is beauty in not knowing everything. There is beauty in allowing the path to reveal itself. There is beauty in being able to say, I do not see the whole picture, but I can still be kind to myself today. There is beauty in choosing peace when fear asks you to chase. There is beauty in staying open without abandoning your own spirit. Let the outer world be as it is for this moment. Let the answers come when they are ready. Let the signs arrive without being forced. Let the old weight leave without being called back. Let guidance speak without needing to shout. Let timing be wiser than your fear. Let your heart be a place where good things are allowed to land. Something beautiful is quietly moving, and you are allowed to be moved by it too. Moved into peace, moved into self-love, moved into trust, moved into a new relationship with your own life. Moved away from what breaks your spirit. Moved toward what feels true. Moved back into the gentle power that was always inside you. I am willing to be guided. I am willing to receive. I am willing to let life become softer than before. And as you allow this, you may notice the body becoming less tense. You may notice the heart no longer needing to reach so far. You may notice the mind becoming less hungry for proof. You may notice a quiet space opening inside you, a place where hope can sit without being rushed. That space is sacred. Protect it. Feed it with kind thoughts. Let it grow through honest choices. Let it become the inner home where your next season can arrive. My dear, beauty does not always come as a sudden event. Sometimes it comes as a new way of being, a new calm, a new boundary, a new softness, a new belief that you are not forgotten, a new courage to let go, a new trust that what is meant for your heart can reach you without fear leading the way. Let the movement continue. Let it be gentle. Let it be hidden if it needs to be hidden for now. Let it be slow if slow is what protects it. Let it be different than what you expected if different is what brings peace. You do not have to control the shape of the blessing to be worthy of receiving it. You only have to stay open to the love that is guiding you, the wisdom that is forming you, and the quiet good that is already closer than fear believes. Now let everything become simple. Let the mind stop reaching so far. Let the body rest from carrying questions that do not need to be answered in this moment. Let the heart feel that it has been heard. You do not need to leave this moment with every problem solved. You do not need to force a feeling. You do not need to prove that you trust perfectly. You can leave with a softer breath, a calmer thought, a kinder way of being with yourself. My dear, this message found the part of you that was ready to feel supported again. It found the part of you that was tired of panic. It found the part of you that wanted proof, but needed peace even more. It found the part of you that has been carrying old weight and quietly asking for permission to put it down. It found the part of you that still believes, even if that belief has been small and tender. Let that part be loved. Let it be protected. Let it be given space to grow. You do not need to return to the old fears so quickly. You do not need to pick up every worry again just because the world continues moving. You can stay close to this gentler place inside you. You can remember that peace is available before the final answer. You can remember that guidance is often quiet. You can remember that your worth is not waiting for proof. The beautiful movement in your life may continue quietly after these words end. It may move through your sleep, your thoughts, your choices, your healing, your timing, your willingness to be kinder to yourself. It may move through the way you stop chasing what drains you. It may move through the way you trust your inner no. It may move through the way you welcome a softer yes. It may move through the way you no longer make fear the ruler of your future. So let your heart rest in this truth. Life is still working in ways you cannot fully see. Your path is still unfolding. Your spirit is still being guided. Your peace is still possible. Good is still allowed to reach you. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not outside the care of life. I am safe to soften. I am open to the good moving toward me. I trust the quiet wisdom of my life. Let these final words settle into the deepest part of you. You can stop fighting the unknown for now. You can stop asking your tired mind to hold the whole future. You can let the next step come in its own gentle way. You can let your heart be still without fearing that stillness means nothing is happening. Something good can be forming while you rest. Something kind can be moving while you heal. Something true can be finding its way to you while you learn to receive. Let your spirit become quiet enough to feel that. Let your body believe, little by little, that it does not have to live in fear to be safe. You are held in this moment. You are guided in ways seen and unseen. You are loved beyond what the mind can measure. And your life, with all its questions, all its waiting, all its soft becoming, is still unfolding with care. Your life is still unfolding with care, and something beautiful is still quietly moving for you.